Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again, as always. Now, for those of you out there who may have missed my community post earlier tonight, we are going to be talking tonight about a Jamaican migrant here in the UK who forced himself upon a sleeping woman and has been denied a deportation order simply because he states he is bisexual. Now, I'm sure this will come as no surprise to anybody out there, given who we are as a country and given the times we are currently living through. Now, what we're going to do briefly, guys, is run through a Daily Mail article about this story, as I usually do, just to give you a little bit of context, and then we'll dig a little bit deeper into this story, and yeah, we'll have a bit of a chat, and I will give you my opinion on this whole sordid affair. So, it starts off by reading here. A migrant who forced himself on a sleeping woman has won a bid to stay in the UK after arguing his life would be in danger, or Didums, the world's smallest violin, if he was deported to Jamaica because he is bisexual. Of course he is bisexual. Would he be anything else? Anything to stop him being deported? They will put a spin on it. These people have no shame, I am telling you now, guys. Check this bit out, right? The 41-year-old claimed he didn't know that forcing himself on a woman who is sleeping was wrong. Now, I want to address this very, very quickly, guys, right here, right now. This man can stipulate he didn't know that the R wording, a woman, was wrong. But I am here to tell you right now that every single member of the human race, every single member of the human race on this planet knows right from wrong. It doesn't matter what colour your skin is. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter the laws of your land. You still realise right from wrong. Every single person on this planet has a tiny little Jiminy Cricket on their shoulder. They know right from wrong, and they have a little thing called a conscience and guilt. Let's just say, for example, you're in school and you and your friends decide to steal, some gym equipment, or, a packet of pencils, for example. You know deep down inside your mind, if you get caught, you are going to get into serious trouble. You just don't decide to listen to your little Jiminy Cricket. You decide to swat him away and do what you think is best. You completely ignore what your conscience is saying and what your brain is telling you. That's the same for everybody. Every single member of the human race knows right from wrong. I don't buy the fact that there is anybody on this planet who thinks that forcing yourself on a sleeping woman or on a child or on a conscious woman, for example, is wrong. They just choose yet again to swat away their Jiminy Crickets. Hundreds and upon hundreds of years of evolution has made us who we are today. We were a savage race, I suppose to some respects we are still a savage race, but over the years we have been known to know right from wrong. It's quite similar to a little bird when they hatch out of their egg. They are fed by the mum with their grubs and worms and various other insects until they are strong enough to spread their wings, start flapping their wings and start flying away themselves and looking after themselves. It's instinct, it's evolution, quite similar to what I've just been stipulating to you. We all know right from wrong. It's just a question of whether we decide to take any notice of our little Jiminy Crickets. To say he didn't know it was wrong to R-word a woman is absolute horseshit, if you ask me. The man who was granted anonymity for his own protection at 41 years old, guys, this isn't a child, this is a 41-year-old man who has been granted anonymity for R-wording a woman. Why? I'll tell you why. Because he's not from here. He has a different skin colour to us. He's from a different part of the world. Ergo, he gets a hell of a lot more protection than, let's just say, if he was a local white man from Oldham who also decided to do this heinous act. Was sentenced to 7 years in jail in 2018 for the R word at a party. 4 years, 7 years, excuse me. He'll probably only serve 3 or 4 for destroying this poor woman's life. He was released in June 2021. There you go, 4 years. And given a deportation order with the Home Office branding him a danger to the community. But the migrant challenged this because he had been subject to violence in his home country due to his sexuality, and that is why he moved to the UK in 2018. Right, guys, I want to say this right now. I am fed up of these animals and deviants being allowed to stay here simply because their country holds archaic laws. The way I see it is, guys, when people like this commit crimes and they spout persecution and human rights breaches within their own country, in my mind, they should have thought about that before they actually did the deed. When they come to this country, they are house guests. They are privileged to live. I use these terms very loosely, guys. They are privileged to live under a free land and live under our specific laws. It's a privilege. It is not a God-given right when they set foot on our soil. They should think long and hard before they set themselves on a woman, set themselves on a child, or some other horrible act that they tend to commit, and then they scream blue murder when we try and get rid of them. The simple fact remains is, guys, it shouldn't be our problem what laws their home countries abide by. We should get rid of them, and whatever punishment awaits them when they get home, so be it. It's tough shit. If this man gets locked up simply for being bisexual, tough shit. You shouldn't have set yourself up. You shouldn't have set yourself on a woman in the first place. You should have thought about that before you did the deed. Kick this man out, and whatever happens to him in his home country, c'est la vie, so be it. It's got nothing to do with us. We put him up since 2018. He tarnished his record. He fucked up his chances of staying here. Bug him off back to Jamaica. End of story. We wash our hands of all these deviants, and the same should apply to any other immigrant who comes here and breaks the law. You get one chance and one chance only. You break that chance, off you go. No questions asked. Nothing else to do with us. I'm pretty sure you'd all agree with my sentiment. Anyway, guys, that's basically it. I thought I'd bring this to you. Please do let me know what you think in comments as always. And I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.